Greetings, everybody. We are here casting for Gosu Crew in a very, very fun little bit of a time. We're going to be watching a cool game. It's going to be ONEShield, the Terran player in the bottom left, going up, or bottom middle, or it is bottom, as Metalopolis only has one on each side. We're watching him go up against LiquidTyler. LiquidTyler is just an awesome player. Originally NonY or NonY from Brood War. It'd be great to watch his actual gameplay in StarCraft 2 on this PvT. This should be a lot of fun. He is actually, he competed in the TSL. Hasn't done as much in StarCraft 2 as he did in StarCraft 1. He was a pro gamer in Korea for a while in StarCraft 1. Not to mention in TSL 2, he actually won in Brood War TSL 2, beating Idra as in a really cool fashion. If you ever want to go look at some great Brood War games, watch the series between Tyler, back then known as NonY, LiquidNonY, against Idra. That was definitely a fun series. Not to mention there was a really interesting turn of events on, I believe it was the game on, what was it? It was a 3-base map. It's on like a lava terrain. It's got a lot of minerals blocking off pathways, so later on a lot of cool things, pathways are actually opened up. I forget what it's called, but it is an awesome map, and it's a 3-player map, and it was just so cool to watch that game. Really something infamous happened. So you want to check out some cool Brood War stuff, check that out. But Shield is, he's on All for One Gaming, I can tell by his tag. So he's got to be an incredibly strong player. And going against Tyler means that he's also really high. Tyler is very high in the rankings on the ladder, so it's always cool to see what he's going to be doing. Not to mention his PvT is incredibly solid. We've seen him, he got Jinro in a fairly solid couple games, doing just a 2-base timing attack with Colossi, as well as the +2/+2 for his Zealots and his ground use in general. So what is he going to be doing in this game? It's kind of unclear. We'll see. I have a better idea once he throws down his cybernetics core to try and figure out exactly what he's going to be doing. Now, Gateway is going to be finished. There's going to be cybernetics core. We'll see if he throws down a second gas, or he's going to do a 1-gate fast expand, or something. A lot of possibilities. Now, Shield's going to go ahead and get out this first Marine's going to go ahead and be enough to thwart this probe. We'll see if he's going to go ahead and leave. And going to throw down a tech lab, and Tyler's going to run around and actually go around this guy, get a full scout and everything. Seeing this tech lab could be huge. We'll see if Shield can actually go ahead and make use of this. Tyler's going to go ahead and move around, probably trying to hide in these small rocks, but that's not going to work. He actually could lose, he's going to lose this probe to this Marine without being able to have it escape alive. Trying to microwave, but to no avail. We do see that Reaper is going to be produced from Shield and allow him to get a very good scout on Tyler. It probably indicates a fast expand is going to be coming out of Shield. He's only buying with 2 guys on his refinery as well, so he's not working on trying to get too much gas. He's going to try and save up. He's got almost 400 minerals, so he should be able to get that command center now if he wants to. There it is. He will be going down. Looks like Tyler's just trying to chase out this SCV before doing whatever he wants to do. And we do see a sentries actually produced from him first. That is interesting and not generally seen in PvT. I generally do want that stalker out just in case of things like a Reaper. Reapers do a lot of damage against sentries, a lot of damage against zealots. So this could be a little bit of a precarious position for Tyler, especially because of the fact that sentries and zealots cannot chase down a Reaper. This is a great opportunity for Shield to get in there and do a lot. Plus, going to pop up and see the robo from Tyler. We do see a 1-gate robo having from him, but then the second gate does get thrown down. Tyler could use this to expand and just play safe in general, but this Reaper's going to run in and be great. There we have SCV poking the front. Seeing the lack of Stalker, he's going to be able to run in with the Reaper and go straight to the mineral line. Not to mention the fact that he clicks on the robo and sees a robo is going to be a reduction, and now actually going to retreat after seeing the Zealots and the Sentry come back. Will he try to take a few shots? No, just go ahead and retreat, full health, and possibly come back again to scout. So you do see a 3rd gate being thrown down by Tyler. Now, we can go in and just see that this is not aware of, really just Shield's not aware of this, but still fairly solid that this is happening. He's actually doing a good job of just keeping his presence with his Reaper, make sure that there's no expansion happening that he's not aware of. Down here, we do see this command center is now complete. It's going to be headed and be morphed into an orbital command. 3 barracks, yeah, that's not what I wanted to do. 3 barracks are now out. One with a tech lab. It's actually researching STEM, so it's going to be a great boon to the strength of these bio units from Shield. He's now getting down to factory. Could be heading up to medevacs. Could start doing various things along the lines of drops. Tyler is now going to go ahead and get down his Nexus. This Reaper's going to run out, try and do a little bit of damage. Hasn't taken any damage, which is great. Tyler wants to actually, at the very least, force it away. Do some sentries down here. Going to head and keep an eye on the fact of whether or not this Reaper can come back up. And it should actually get off a hit or two if Shield can go ahead and try and actually pop up. Doesn't seem like that's the case, but yep, there it is. Now Tyler's actually going to be able to take it out. Potentially, yes, he does take it out. One great force, so microwing his sentry as well. Notice he did not attack the Red Reaper until committed to leaping up onto the ledge, making sure he didn't notify Shield that the Reaper was about to get killed, and that is a very, very solid move coming out of Tyler in that respect, so that is impressive in itself. Double Forge is now going out for Tyler. Looks like he's going to go ahead and get the double upgrades very quickly. This could actually be that, this could actually really be that 2 base +1, +2/+2 timing attack of Colossi being used against Shield. Shield's fast expansion could be really beneficial for him if he actually make use of it, getting the upgrades on his own Marauders and Marines. He needs to do that if he's going to have a hope of actually dealing with the upgrades that Tyler is grabbing. Starcraft is going to be out, and we have a reactor being made on this, so Shield could easily be getting reactor, Medivacs, or Vikings, depending on whichever one he feels is more necessary. You see Tyler is producing out both of these forges with chrono boosting, so that's going to be a very, very solid thing for him. You say the chrono boost for it too. Not getting the 3rd and 4th gas quite yet. This Nexus has just come into play now, but these looks like these Marauders are going to go and try and do a little bit of damage. There's still no attack upgrades. I don't think there's even an engineering bay out for Shield. Tyler's got to feel great if there is no engineering base. So Shield is going to have to deal with a very powerful army, but won't be as large as it normally would be without the upgrades. Tyler's investing a lot in the upgrades, and he's got to make sure not to die to these units as they push in. Tyler's Zealots could be great if they can just close the gap, but he got the upgrades going to be key in keeping them alive. Looks like Shield just go ahead and check and make sure that there is no 3rd. It's actually leaving a Marine down there to scout, see if that 3rd's going to come into play at some point. So now, this pylon is out. We are seeing that the Twilight Council will be placed at the perfect time. You can see that the 50 seconds is essentially left on that, and 50 seconds is left on the forges too. So perfectly timed out Twilight Council to enable the +2/+2 to be researched. And he's also saving out Chrono Boost. He's not using it now because there's no point in using these forges at the moment because of the fact that it's not going to have any benefit with the Twilight Council about to enable more upgrades. Okay, so Tyler is more pylons, so now he's prevent his supply block. We do see that Shield is macroing well. He does have his base completely up and running, but only 40 SCVs, so the 45 probes of Tyler. So Tyler is not as economically focused as he could. He could easily have more probes than this at this point, but he's really focusing on his army, trying to do this very strong time attack of +2/+2. He is now actually chrono boosting those out. We do see that Shield has Medivacs on the field. Could go for some kind of drop. If he takes down this Robo, that could be a really, really big deal. But Tyler's actually not using it for Colossi. He's just using it for Observers. Still sticking to strictly Gateway units, but there's the Robo Bay, actually. I was speaking too soon. But he's just going to go ahead and wait. You see that these guys are going to go ahead and get dropped. Shield does have these 2 Medivacs fully loaded, but Tyler is just basically expecting a drop. He must be he's keeping his vision out there with units over here. Will he be able to take down the drop? It looks like Shield saw the Stalkers and is just pulling back. Tyler must have seen these guys on the minimap, knows that this is going to be happening, and is going to go ahead and actually try and take them out. Oh, yep, there you go. Shield knows that this army is there. Could push in at the front with these guys. He actually even do a fake drop. Drop down, or unload those units down here, and then push into the front, dancing the Medivacs down here to make sure Tyler's army is separated. So now, forges are going to continue to go. We do have this robotics bay now completed. Are we going to see Colossi and extended thermal lance? Yes, we do, and they're being chrono boosted for maximum effectiveness. Pylon's going to go ahead and spot this, make sure that Shield does not push in over there. Shield's going to continue to actually push in, but Tyler's army is a little bit out of position. It's actually it's not. It's completely spread out perfectly, but yep, especially with the new weapons, Tyler is safe from drops for the moment. He's also aware that there is a small force down here. So he's got a little bit of a zealot sentry force down there to really prepare if Shield's going to go ahead and push down that ramp. Shield's really trying to get down those drops, but in this time, he's actually getting his 3rd base. So he's really trying to play for the late game, being very, very solid with how he's doing this. Vikings are on the field. He's waiting for the Colossi, and he's gone on and add on 2 barracks to try and make sure they get more rushing, especially with this base going in. It looks like Tyler's actually going to go ahead and move out with these guys. And Shield sees this. He's going to try and keep these guys alive. Tyler, go ahead and screw around. And there's, he's going to force field these guys. He can force field them. Yes, perfect force field. Oh, almost perfect force fields. But now go ahead and lock off even more of those units. Very effective. And it looks like, oh, Shield really wants to drop. But Tyler is so safe from this. +2/+2 has finished. His Colossus do a ton of damage now. Shield is really in a tough spot. He's trying to get this base again. Planetary Fortress. But Tyler is just waiting to do the attack. He's just being so stable. He's turtling very effectively. Completely impenetrable to these drops that Shield has been trying to do his entire time. And losing these front units, Tyler is now going to go ahead and get this third. This is a really stable build that he's doing. That's the main thing I'm noticing is the fact that he is not taking damage. He's actually getting the +3 armor now. So you're going to be going for a +3/+3 timing attack with Colossi. Just an upgrade on the +2/+2 timing attack with Colossi. Vikings are continuing to stay on the field. Shield is only now with the +1 weapons upgrade. Seems like there's only a single engineering bay on the field as he's getting an armory. But with only one engineering bay, he's not going to be close to dealing with the level of upgrades that Tyler has. Still, this drop is just not happening. Tyler seems to just pull away. He does have 4 stalkers down there just in case, but you can catch this army completely off guard. He's going to force field these guys off. Oh, they're this time, but they're the Colossi on the field. Where they be more, he's going to actually coax Shield into pulling this, and then great forces again. Going to do a ton of damage. Those Zealots are enclosing the gap. Stalkers are on the field. Looks like these Colossi are doing a good bit of damage, and Tyler is going on top. Those upgrades are just such a huge difference maker. We do have this drop finally happening from Shield, but we do have Zealots going to run in, and they just don't die to these units because of the fact that they have such great upgrades. Shield's doing some great Marauder micro. I'll go ahead and actually retreat though now that he lost all those units. Just wasn't beneficial to really do that drop. He's going to try and do a double pronged. Actually, never mind. He's not going to do a double pronged attack. He did stim those units. He sees this entire army from Tyler. He's going to be completely know the fact that he can't push in. Plus, the armor is really getting close to done, and charge is happening. Charge is going to be great for the Zealot count that Tyler has. Going to make it incredibly effective, and interestingly enough, Shield is not being as economically focused as he really could be. He had the 3 bases faster, but his SV count is still fairly low, 54 to the 62 probes of Tyler. Tyler does have a better distribution for his bases as well, and we do see him actually adding on gateways. Income is in favor of Tyler because of the spread of his units. As you can see, Shield does not have as many as he should on there. He also has too many patches gone because of meals. You can see uneven mining from these guys. He does have 815 versus 680. Mentioned the base, he actually only has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As he actually mined out 2 full mineral patches with 500 left on this one. It's uneven, but it's not a huge deal. Probe, actually, this observer is still here scouting a lot. Looks like Shield wants to go ahead and start taking this 4th base of his. He's got a very strong army. Tyler, now with the +3 armor completed, is going to go ahead and start working on possibly attacking. His army's in an aggressive position. He's getting the +3 attack now. He's going ahead and actually patrolling all these units. Go ahead and be safe against drops. How many Colossi he's got? Oh wow, he's got 5 Colossi. This is a ton of DPS. It's going to be so effective against Shield's army. Looks like Stim's going to be used on this Marine to go in and try and see this army. He should go ahead and lose use. Oh, that was a Ghost, I think. Wow, that Ghost getting picked off is kind of a huge deal. Ghost with the EMP is now going to be completely irrelevant. There's no Ghost Academy anywhere on the... Wait, where's the Ghost Academy? There's got to be Ghost Academy. I don't know, but there's no nuke on the field is all I want to note, which makes me sad. There is still another Ghost, however, somewhere in this army. There it is. So we're already seeing EMPs coming out of there. Tyler's now getting his 4th base, and he's attacking as... Or is he not attacking as he does this? There is a good scan. This is his entire army. It's entirely bunched up with these 5 Colossi in the mix. We do see that there's a Zealot going to go in, and it looks like Tyler wants to attack this army. He's going to dance around, trying to find a good attack, really angle of engagement. Observers seeing the army movements of Shield. Looks like Tyler's going to use this and actually attack. He's now setting his Zealots up in the front. Guardian Shield's going to happen. He could push in and do a ton of damage. Charge and move in, but big EMP. Going to hit all those units, but there's still a ton of upgrades going to help him a lot. But there's no more sentries that can actually do force fields. That is huge, but these Colossi are all attacking. This is a ton of area effect damage. Tyler, his charge lots are still alive. They're just wrecking Shield. Vikings are not killing the Colossi fast enough. Shield is taking loss after loss after loss. Last Colossus does go down, but Shield is actually coming out on top. The fact that his Vikings now led and take out Tyler's army, those EMPs were so key, so well done. Tyler is now behind the food count. Shield came out on top in that battle, plus he has his 4th up now because he's getting a planetary fortress or an auto command there, depends what he feels safe doing. Tyler has his 4th nexus completed as well, and he still has all these units back here that if they were in that battle could have made the difference. However, he just does not want to lose to any drops. I don't know if Tyler can actually do more with the Colossi. He actually is. He's got 2 Robos, both producing out Colossi. You might want to get Phoenixes or something to deal with these Vikings, but this Viking count is very healthy for Shield, so it would make Colossi rendered a little bit less useful than you want. But now Tyler is going to move out with all these Zealots and Stalkers and these 2 Colossi to incredible use. Looks like an Observer just got killed with this scan. Tyler could easily catch Shield off guard with this attack, and he's going to go ahead and start willing down some of those Vikings. It's going to be a stim. There is a stim on all those Marines, and Tyler's going to go ahead and retreat after that stim. He might have to attack, though. There he is going to move in. All those Zealots now engaging. No EMPs, though, and the Colossi are going to start continuing pushing in, but the Zealots are alone attacking this army. Though all these Stalkers are killing off every single one of these Vikings. The Zealots are still whittling down the health on all those Marauders. That is interesting move, but you have all these Zealots warping in for Tyler. He's going to actually go ahead and start beginning to even up the food count once more. He does have the Colossi continue to be in production. 2 are now out once more. Now he's killed off the here's the big drop that he needs to catch. Is Tyler going to see that this is happening? Hopefully he did, and he's actually going to warp in some Stalkers down here if he has the capability to. He's researching Blink. Looks like Shield's actually not going to do the drop. Blink is not done quite yet. There is Tyler with a ton of Zealots. Knows that that drop was going to be attempted at the very least. He doesn't have vision of his watchtower, though, so it looks like if Shield pushes in on the left and drops on the right, he can do a ton of damage on the left, but the drop is going to be stopped, but that doesn't matter as long as he can hit on the left to great effectiveness. Looks like Tyler just waiting for the drop. He's got to realize that something's up. Blink is about to finish. We do have the Colossi down. He does see the Vikings floating down over here, so he could go ahead and move away his armies, and there it is. He got the notification for the attack. So they have to defend. Will he pull his probes, or is Shield not going to push in? There's actually stim on a select few units. Looks like the Marauders got stim. They're going to try and snipe off this Nexus. It's going to be Blink up on the Stalkers and pushing in. There is the Blink. But it looks like this Nexus is still going to go down anyway. That is really bad. Just how are you going to be able to save it, actually? Oh my god, that Nexus has 27 health left, that is it. But there is a drop in the main base, but Tyler's charge loss going to move in. He could Blink with his Stalkers, and he's actually targeting down the Medivacs with those Stalkers, but where is the charge? There it is, so those are going to go down. So Tyler handling the drop as efficient as he can. He's now at max food count. Shield is at 177, so Tyler is looking very, very solid. He's got complete 3-3 upgrades. Could start researching the Shield upgrades if he really wanted to. Shield does have a 5th command center done. Could float off to the right or get a planetary fortress down there, but this Central Tower is going to get killed. Tyler, his army is not together. He's eating a few EMPs, but there are a ton of Colossi on the field once more. 6 Colossi, not very many. Oh god, so many. Charizards are running in. EMPs doing great, but the problem is that there are 6 Colossus all attacking everything they possibly can. 3 Vikings will not be enough to deal with those kind of numbers. Charizards are running in. Shield's upgrades are 2-2. He's looking good. The problem is the fact that Tyler is just dealing damage and not taking that many losses, and Shield calls GG. Tyler's just being way too effective with the units that he has, and he is just handling ONEShield incredibly effectively, and Shield calls GG. Tyler being just a complete and utter baller with his PvT.